There's a girl in the water. What the is that? Oh my God, there's no... There's more of them! They're all around us!
One, a shark cage dive, meant to capture rare footage of a massive shark, took a terrifying turn when the cage door suddenly failed, leaving the diver in serious danger. The Discovery UK team had sent one brave diver into the water, hoping to lure a giant shark.
Different ball games from New Zealand. There, we can at least see the bottom and kind of had an idea of how many sharks are around just by looking.
With the seafloor barely visible below him. From above, it was clear how many sharks circled beneath. Soon they began closing in from every direction, each one eager to get closer.
5 of them, same friends, they're all circling around the cage.
After all, the diver fought to keep the predators at bay, pushing them back with his gear as they lunged toward the bars. Then, without warning, the cage door burst open. He struggled to pull it shut as sharks slammed from all sides, one even forcing its head partway inside. For several tense seconds, it seemed the creature might break through completely.
I'm trying to get it low. Think he just pushed the shark out of the cage. You look like I'm trying to get in the door.
In a desperate effort, the diver managed to shove the shark out and secure the door once more. Against all odds, he survived the ordeal, shaken but alive, his near-fatal encounter caught entirely on camera. A frightening incident like this shows why night fishing can be risky. While lifting his net, a fisherman was suddenly yanked by something hidden beneath the river. Whatever was lurking below grabbed hold of him. And to everyone's horror, 2 dark, shadowy figures appeared clutching his arms. Many believed they were river spirits trying to pull him under. Somehow, he managed to break free, but those eerie silhouettes stayed motionless in the black water, silently watching him. 3. And now comes the moment everyone had been waiting for. An unbelievable piece of footage.
There's a girl in the water. What the is that? Oh my God, there's more. There's more of them! They're all around us!
Out at sea, a figure resembling a girl suddenly appeared. The fishermen recording couldn't believe what they were witnessing. They were sailing through the Aegean Sea, part of the Mediterranean, on October 23, 2025, when they noticed something strange drifting close to their wooden boat. The shape was unlike anything they had ever seen before. Its lower half looked like a whale's tail, while the upper part appeared human. As it drew nearer, 2 arms became visible, along with long black hair and a pale, almost human face. For a split second, it turned toward them, locking eyes before disappearing beneath the waves. About 30 minutes later, when the fishermen pulled up their nets, they were left in shock. Inside was the same being, not pale, but bluish in color. It resembled the legendary siren, with large eyes and narrow slits instead of a human nose. It had no eyebrows, giving its face an eerily lifeless look. The creature seemed enraged, thrashing violently to escape, and being out of the water only made it more aggressive. What happened afterward remains a mystery. No one knows if the fishermen ever brought it back.
Oh, she's twisting! Easy now, easy, whoa!
This horrifying incident unfolded during a spearfishing trip that went terribly wrong in the tranquil waters of the Florida Keys. At first, 2 men were seen preparing to return to their boat after what seemed like a successful dive. As they scanned the surroundings for any sign of danger, something abruptly emerged from the cloudy blue depths and charged straight toward one of the divers. Panic took hold, but he fought to stay composed, clutching his injured leg while desperately trying to reach safety.
Justin, get my gun! Get my gun! I have a chunk out of my leg.
Thanks to his friend's swift reaction and his own remarkable presence of mind, he managed to make it back to the boat, where he was treated after the shocking underwater attack. 5. Mysterious creature. There it is.
There he is, he's on it.
Tales of something unusual living in the river inspired one man to find out for himself. He tossed bits of food into the water, hoping to lure whatever might be lurking below. Within moments, the once still surface began to move in slow, deliberate waves. The ripples carried weight, as if something massive was pushing upward from beneath. Paralyzed with shock, the man continued filming as the water roiled violently before going calm again. The clip left viewers stunned, unsure whether he had captured proof of a river monster or something even more mysterious. This chilling moment begins with a team of divers desperately trying to fend off a massive, aggressive tiger shark charging directly at them. They strike and push the creature with long poles, doing everything possible to keep it from getting too close. Despite their efforts, nothing seems to work at first. Then, in an unexpected twist, the shark finally veers away, leaving the divers shaken but unharmed, relieved after surviving such a terrifying underwater encounter. A strange-looking crab was discovered washed ashore on a remote beach, leaving everyone baffled. Some viewers speculated it could be a Japanese spider crab, but its massive size and distorted, unnatural shape led others to believe it was something far more disturbing. Many even theorized it might be a mutated creature, still evolving into its final stage. Whether or not that idea holds any truth, the footage remains deeply unnerving. 8. While filming a playful TikTok on a boat at Loch Ness, a couple had no clue something strange was moving right behind them. In the background, a large, dark, and unusually smooth shape could be seen gliding across the water. When they reviewed the clip later, they realized it had been following their boat the entire time. The figure bore an eerie resemblance to the legendary Loch Ness monster, and now the internet is split. Was it just an illusion created by the waves, or something that truly shouldn't exist? These fishermen recently pulled in an extraordinary catch, a lancefish, a species rarely seen near the surface. This elusive predator typically resides far below, in the depths of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, reaching around 15 meters. With its sleek, elongated body and sharp, blade-like teeth, it preys on smaller fish and squid, seldom revealing itself to human eyes. While flying his drone, a man captured something unusual moving beneath the water's surface. In the footage, a faint shape appears to glide below the waves. Some believe it's proof of a mermaid, while others argue it's just clever video editing. Viewers are left to decide what they think. A Reddit user came across an old fishing photo of his father. At first glance, it looked like a simple memory from a calm day on the lake. But upon closer inspection, they noticed something odd. A shape emerging from the water that appeared to resemble a hand. His father maintains that nothing unusual happened that day, leaving everyone to wonder who or what might have been captured in the photo. YouTuber DT Fishing was out at a creek with friends, spending a peaceful day catching smallmouth bass in crystal clear water. The weather was ideal, calm skies, steady bites, and a relaxing setting. But as they made their way further upstream, everything suddenly shifted.
Yep, scream on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Get out of here! It pinned its ears back. It was about to charge. Okay, let's go this way.
I literally saw the baby and I was like, that's so cute. And I was like,
Yeah, here it comes. Get out of here! Go! Okay, let's get up on this hill right here. Yeah, it's got its ears pinned.
From the brush ahead, a massive figure appeared. A mother moose with her calf following closely behind. Her ears went flat, a clear sign she was ready to charge. Realizing the danger, the group quickly retreated, climbing up a nearby hill to create space between themselves and the animal. Fortunately, they managed to get out of the area safely before the protective moose decided to attack. While fishing near Key West, Florida, a group of friends experienced more than they ever expected after pulling in an unusual catch. At first, the video shows 2 canoes calmly drifting as the men laugh and fish, until one suddenly feels a strong pull on his line.
Woo! Got a big one on. My goodness. What are you?
After a short struggle, he brings his catch closer, but things quickly take a dangerous turn.
Watch out! Oh my gosh!
A massive bull shark, furious from being hooked, thrashes wildly and turns toward the fishermen, circling as if ready to strike.
You see that?
For a tense moment, it seems poised to attack. But eventually, the shark loses interest and swims away, leaving the group shaken but unharmed. While filming along the edge of a calm river, a man spotted something tiny floating near the surface. At first, he assumed it was just a piece of debris, until it moved. The small creature's dark, smooth body glided silently beneath the water before disappearing from sight. It made no splash, no sound, simply drifted away with the current. Watching the clip serves as an eerie reminder that not every creature in our rivers has been identified. Some things are better left unseen. 15. Unusual Amazon catch. While fishing deep in the Amazon, a group of friends noticed something strange moving beside their boat. At first, it looked like nothing more than a dark shadow under the water. But as they drifted closer, the shape became clearer. A small figure with a face completely covered in thick fur. It stayed visible for only a few seconds before sinking back into the depths. Some said it looked like a miniature Bigfoot, while others believed it was an entirely unknown species. Whatever it was, the sight left everyone stunned and suddenly unsure about continuing to fish. 16. Everglades anomaly. Deep inside a Florida swamp, an adventurer recorded footage that left viewers completely puzzled. The clip shows a strange, jelly-like entity drifting through the murky water. But what caught the most attention were the many eye-shaped markings scattered across its body. Its movement was slow, yet deliberate, almost too coordinated for something seemingly shapeless. Some compared it to deep-sea lifeforms, while others speculated it could be the result of a failed scientific experiment. Whatever the truth, it certainly didn't resemble anything naturally found in a swamp environment. 17. Congo River monster. Those teeth are unforgettable.
Those teeth!
Jeremy Wade, the renowned angler and biologist, came face to face with something he never believed existed while fishing in the Congo River. Out of nowhere, an enormous force began yanking hard on his line, sparking a fierce battle between him and whatever was lurking beneath. When the creature finally surfaced, he was left speechless. It was a Goliath tigerfish, essentially a supersized version of a piranha. With massive, razor-sharp teeth and a menacing look, it stood as one of the most fearsome fish ever captured on film. During a spearfishing trip in the Florida Keys, A man had an unexpected encounter when something enormous brushed against his legs from behind. Seconds later, a huge shark charged at him multiple times, circling and striking without stopping.
Look.
Despite the diver's frantic attempts to push it away, the predator wouldn't back down. Eventually, after grabbing the fish the man had caught, the shark lost interest and swam off. Shaken but unharmed, the diver managed to return to his kayak and get out of the water safely. 19. Blind River Monster. Something unusual was seen rising in the murky waters of the Yangtze River, and the footage quickly spread online. At first, most viewers assumed it was an alligator, but a closer look suggested otherwise. The creature's body appeared smooth, greenish-brown, and lacked both scales and visible eyes. It moved slowly near the surface before sinking back into the depths, leaving only ripples behind. Viewers soon began speculating, with theories ranging from an undiscovered species to a river mutation. Whatever it was, it didn't resemble anything that should have been alive in those waters. While fishing in Gulf Shores, Alabama, a man spotted something unusual glowing beneath the surface. A steady red light shining through the water.
I'm out here in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and we're sitting on the dock, and there's something glowing in the water.
A red light glowing beneath the surface of the water.
It stayed visible for quite a while, casting an eerie glow across the dock area. The strange phenomenon quickly drew attention online. Some speculated it might be a mermaid or an unidentified sea creature, while others leaned toward a more logical explanation. Perhaps the taillights of a vehicle that had sunk below. Whatever the case, witnessing a bright red light shimmering underwater is undeniably rare and unnerving. Many people agreed that the man should have contacted local authorities to find out what was truly hidden beneath the surface. 21. In 2023, a group of fishermen caught one of the ocean's most dangerous predators.
And it is an absolute giant. If you've seen him before in my videos, they can bite like crazy. That thing's huge. You're kind of scared to grab hold of it.
I'm scared.
The wolffish. But this wasn't an ordinary catch. It was the biggest one they had ever seen. A massive specimen, unlike any before. Catching a wolffish is no simple task. Known for their sharp teeth and powerful jaws, these predators can crush the shells of crabs, clams, and other sea creatures with ease. Some can reach lengths of nearly 6 feet, making encounters like this both rare and intimidating. Curious about its strength, the group decided to test its bite using a soda can. With a single snap, the can exploded instantly, leaving everyone stunned. It was a striking display of how powerful and dangerous the wolffish truly is. 22. On October 7, 2022, a man was fishing alone on a quiet, wide lake when he experienced something truly disturbing. Out of nowhere, a strange voice echoed across the water. Faint, but eerily distinct.
There we go. Oh, shit. I don't know what the hell that was, but there we go. Oh, shit. I don't know what the hell that was, but
It didn't resemble any animal sound, nor did it seem natural in any way. The tone carried something unnatural that instantly unsettled him. Since then, the mysterious sound has fueled endless discussions online, with many debating its true source. Was it something paranormal, a rare natural phenomenon, or perhaps an unseen presence hidden somewhere near the lake? 23. Deep within the jungles of Papua New Guinea, near a sacred waterfall, a fisherman witnessed something truly remarkable.
I'm currently sat here with the spirit birds of the Witawai tribe in the highlands of Papua New Guinea. These guys sit here by the waterfall, the sacred waterfall, and protect it from outsiders, from bad deeds, and they are pretty scary. You will not harm me. No? Hopefully not. But yeah, the highlands of Papua New Guinea is a fascinating place. I love it here.
While venturing through the remote highlands, he came across members of the Wituai tribe, guardians of the Holy Falls believed to shield the region from outsiders and evil spirits. They wore elongated masks and brown robes, their appearance both captivating and eerie. Unsure of their purpose, he paused before moving any closer. Yet as he stepped forward, he noticed they meant no harm, only vigilance. The tribesmen remained still, watching him with composed curiosity rather than hostility. Though he couldn't grasp their words or rituals, he felt a profound spiritual reverence surrounding the place. After a moment of silent understanding, he departed peacefully, paying respect to their customs and the sacred ground they guarded. 24. While fishing one night near Day Lake, a man suddenly heard a chilling scream pierce the stillness, echoing from deep inside the forest. For a brief moment he froze, torn between staying put or running, but curiosity soon overtook his fear. He grabbed his flashlight and moved toward the sound, scanning the trees. After several minutes of searching, there were no tracks, no motion, no source of the noise. The woods went quiet once more, as if nothing had happened at all. Even now, he can't shake the question of what caused that scream. Was it just an animal, or something far more sinister lurking in the dark? 25. In the quiet town of San Antonio La Esperanza, Mexico, a group of fishermen found a large human-sized bag floating in the Rio Grande River. Thinking it might contain a body, they carefully opened it, only to discover something equally disturbing: a life-sized ventriloquist doll with sharp claws and a sinister grin. Startled, they shared the find online and tried to burn the doll, but to their shock, it wouldn't ignite. Locals quickly began whispering that it was cursed. Journalist Cesar Buenrostro later explained that the figure was made of epoxy resin, a material that doesn't burn easily. Even with that explanation, the mystery persists. No one knows who created the doll, why it was sealed inside the bag, or why it was thrown into the river. To this day, it's remembered as one of Mexico's most unsettling and inexplicable river discoveries. 26. This security camera footage, filmed near a remote lake hidden within dense forest, captured something truly unsettling. In the video, a faint, human-shaped figure slowly walks along the edge of the water, sits down for a brief moment, and then vanishes completely. No verified information has ever surfaced about when or where the footage was taken, keeping the mystery unsolved. Some viewers believe it's real evidence of a ghost, while others insist it's an expertly edited fake. With no proof of its authenticity, the eerie clip remains a haunting mystery, one that leaves you wondering what the camera truly recorded that night. Brazilian YouTuber Anderson Gades was kayaking with his friends when he thought he'd hooked a massive fish. Excited, he began reeling it in, shouting in disbelief at what he assumed was a huge catch. But moments later, the line became snagged deep underwater. Refusing to give up, Anderson pulled with all his strength.
Vem cá, garoto. Vem cá. Quem que é? Quem que é? Rapaz, olha que lindo, cara. Olha só, faz tempo que eu não pego desse, cara. Olha que bonito, cara. Que a cara...
Until his fishing rod snapped clean in half. Determined, he grabbed the line with his hands and kept tugging, convinced it was something enormous. That's when he made a horrifying realization.
Caramba, cara, que é isso? Caramba, cara, Cara, olha isso aqui. Tô falando, é grande demais, cara. Olha isso aqui, gurizada.
He hadn't caught a fish at all, but a large crocodile. Realizing the danger, he quickly cut the line and ended the trip immediately, shaken but unharmed after the terrifying encounter. A group of friends were camping at Patoka Lake Modern Campground one of southern Indiana's most famously haunted spots, when they captured a chilling photo that quickly stirred debate online. Taken at Site 333, the image shows Christopher Bergbauer and two friends sitting beside a camper, but in the background, a semi-transparent figure with long dark hair and a gray long-sleeve shirt seems to be stepping out of the camper's doorway. What makes it even more unsettling is that the shape doesn't resemble motion blur or a camera glitch. It looks unmistakably human. That night, Christopher admitted he felt uneasy and couldn't fall asleep. Was it simply a photographic illusion? Or did they capture something genuinely supernatural? 29. A group of friends were fishing far out in the open sea when their peaceful outing suddenly turned into a terrifying ordeal. Without warning, a shark appeared beside their kayak and began slamming into it repeatedly.
Do you see that?
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Oh my gosh.
Seemingly trying to overturn it. Panic set in as they struggled to stay upright and prevent the small vessel from capsizing. The water churned violently around them while they shouted to one another, uncertain what the predator might do next. The recording cuts off before revealing how the encounter ended, leaving viewers holding their breath, wondering if they managed to escape the shark's relentless assault. A group of friends were camping at Pyramid Lake when they captured an eerie photo that quickly went viral online. Posted by Reddit user SoFarJ, the image appears to show the faint outline of a little girl standing on the left side of the frame. Some viewers believe it was merely a real child who accidentally appeared in the shot, while others think it could be a case of pareidolia, the mind seeing familiar forms where none actually exist. Still, many argue the figure looks far too defined to be caused by light or motion blur. The mystery remains unsolved, leaving those who've seen the picture feeling uneasy and wondering what was really captured that night. In 2021, a fisherman near the Florida Keys felt a strong tug on his line and immediately realized he'd caught something remarkable.
Got a big parrotfish. I mean, a monster.
Don't let him bite you.
No, set him in the bottom of the boat.
When he finally reeled it in, he was amazed to find a giant parrotfish glimmering in vibrant shades of blue that matched the ocean itself.
There you go. Look at that mouth.
But its striking appearance wasn't the only thing that stood out. Parrotfish have fused front teeth that form a beak-like jaw, along with a second set of teeth in their throats used to crush coral and rock while feeding. These fascinating creatures can spend up to 80% of their lives grazing on reefs and can grow to nearly 2.5 feet long. After taking a moment to admire the breathtaking catch, the fisherman made the right call.
Parrotfish are biting today. Okay, he's going back. See you later.
He released the parrotfish back into the sea to continue its life below the surface. A Reddit user made one of the most shocking discoveries imaginable, pulling a live artillery shell straight from the river. At first, they assumed it was just a large piece of scrap metal, but upon closer inspection, they realized it was an unexploded round, likely several decades old.
Is that a big round? Is that really?
Let this one bump.
No. Holy crap, dude.
Wow.
That's a big round. That's artillery. That's artillery.
Holy cow.
Dude, that's the biggest round. You got one.
Damn. Yeah, and this thing's live too.
Leave it there. Don't let anyone go on the bridge.
Holy crap.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, we got a bomb.
The shell was far too heavy to safely drop back into the water, so they carefully lifted it onto the bridge. Realizing how dangerous the situation was, they immediately contacted local authorities.
All right, guys, so right now we are getting ready to call bomb squad. It's basically an anti-material artillery round. So the cops have just arrived. So we got bomb squad right there.
All right, the bomb squad's backing up right now.
There they are with their x-ray machine.
All right,
You guys have a curfew from magnet fishing from 2 p.m. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys get the X-ray needed after 5?
Well, it's the different densities in the metals is what we're trying to get through.
Oh.
So
They're taking off with it right now. It's inside their 8-ball.
Authorities quickly arrived.
Within minutes, police officers and a bomb squad arrived, securing the area and using X-ray scanners to inspect the shell. Once confirmed to be live, it was safely taken away for controlled disposal. What began as a calm day of magnet fishing quickly turned into a life-threatening ordeal, and a chilling reminder of what can still be hidden beneath the surface. Two friends were fishing when a man suddenly began yelling at them from the shoreline. Before they could respond, things took a shocking turn.
Gary, it's me! Stop! Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Gary!
Crap, what in the world?
Dude!
The man fired a shot in their direction. Panicking, one of the fishermen shouted for him to stop, and that's when the man realized he actually knew one of them. He claimed he thought they were trespassers, explaining that some belongings had recently gone missing nearby, and he was only trying to scare people off.
I didn't know it was you. We've been having some problems out here with people coming out here. We're not here to hurt nobody. We're just trying to scare people off. We've had stuff missing around here.
I totally understand that. I'm more mad at Ron because Ron said he had permission.
I do have permission.
Yeah.
Did you not know I was in town? Or
I didn't know. You usually call me before you come. All right, cool, man. What's your name? Gary. All right,
sir.
Gary, listen, I've owned land. I've owned property. I understand. I completely understand. But I'm like a little freaked out right now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, Ron's got permission all the time.
Fortunately, no one was hurt during the confrontation. Still, the clip spread quickly online, with viewers outraged that the man had resorted to gunfire without any real evidence. A chilling example of how fear and misunderstanding can spiral into danger. While fishing on a calm, hidden lake, a man had an experience he'd never forget. Expecting to catch a catfish, he suddenly felt the line tighten and the water exploded around him. A massive catfish burst from the surface, far larger than anything he had ever seen before. For a brief moment, he stood frozen in shock, realizing it was far too powerful to reel in. Within seconds, the giant fish broke free and disappeared beneath the surface, leaving him staring at the rippling water, stunned by the brief glimpse of what lived below. 36, Kim Davison and her family were swimming at Murphy's Hole in the Yakandanda River, southeast Queensland, Australia, when they took what seemed like an ordinary family photo. The image showed 2 adults and 3 children. But when Kim looked at it later, she noticed something impossible: a 4th child standing just behind them. An investigation later uncovered a chilling detail. In 1915, a 13-year-old girl named Dory O'Sullivan had drowned at that exact spot. The strange coincidence, paired with the mysterious extra figure, left many feeling uneasy. Adding to the fear, Kim remembered that her daughter said something grabbed her leg underwater.
Kim also
twice.
states that 2
Paranormal investigators analyzed the photo in depth and concluded that the ghostly figure could indeed be the spirit of the drowned girl, still lingering at Murphy's Hole more than a century later. A Reddit user once posted a chilling photo taken at Lake Travis back in 2007. Captured at night along the shore, the image appears to show a human-like figure emerging from the darkness, seemingly approaching a man standing near the water. Its warped outline and unnatural stance convinced many that it wasn't human at all. With no additional information or follow-up ever released, the image remains an eerie mystery, leaving viewers to question who or what that figure truly was. On January 28, 2024, a family enjoying a peaceful day of fishing by the river suddenly felt something strange nearby. At first, they thought it was just nerves, until they noticed movement between the trees. A dark shadow, deeper than the forest itself, shifted quickly among the branches. For a brief moment, it seemed almost human before vanishing without a trace. The family captured the eerie sight on camera, haunting proof that they might not have been as alone in the woods as they believed. 39. While diving in Lake Natoma, California, a fisherman known online as Merman Mike came across something deeply disturbing on the lake bed. What looked like the body of a young child. His pulse quickened as he swam closer, fearing the worst. But after examining it carefully, he realized it wasn't a person at all, just a rescue training dummy. Still, the discovery sent chills down his spine. Even knowing it was harmless, the haunting sight of that lifelike figure beneath the water lingered with him long after he surfaced. That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.